all this stuff that's runs straight, anything that's not a jet head, basically we put a cork in here. We glue it to the head of the lure. Kind of hard to see, it's black. That way when we set the hook in, we can put the hook in the proper position like this, and it stays like that. Anyway, here's how we start. We take the lure and a cork, take some sandpaper. Gotta sand this, clean it off real good, because a lot of guys use the women pledge to put the skirts on. You wanna make sure you get it as clean as you possibly can. Sand it up really good. I take my time, really sand it up. I also sand the bottom of the lure, or cork. Get the numbers off, just make it so it's gonna sit on there flat. I use a lot of glue. Make sure it doesn't come off. Trick is, I just get where I can see down through the hole of the lure. Try to put it over a contrasting color, a light sunny spot. I can see all the way through, and I just line the cork up. Put it right over the hole. Spin it around a little bit. That's it. And I'll just open a drawer or something, find a spot, and I'll just set the lure in here like so, let it dry. That's it. That needs to be retied. There's a rusty hook on it, so we'll fix. I found some more valuable stuff.
See the video Greer sent? Passing freelays? Fucking freelays or whatever?
No.
So gnarly.
Oh, really?
Box.
Oh my god, there's like 5 footers just straight from the north.
Yeah,
Northwest
it's
wind.
blowing for the Pacific.
How could it be north and then be south from down offshore? Looked like it was from the south to me.
I think all this stuff's all northwest.
And you can hold it all straight. I was running into the fountain when I was doing it the other day. Just stick it under the water, and it cools it right off. Because it does get hot. You can pull it. You can definitely pull it up closer to the long corner.
I think
You know
so.
what I mean? For what we're, especially for that big stuff, I think.
Because they're only looking at one jig. They're not
They're
looking
not.
at anything
They're more
else.
lazy too. They're not like stripies running around your spread.
Who told me that fucking? Who told me when you fucking do the crimp, you light it and then you don't pat it?
I never pat it.
That
I
was
always pat
Marko.
I never pat it.
And now I do it. I do it all the time.
It's a
now.
bigger mushroom when you don't pat it. That's
It'll fuck up your
perfect.
pin rig and stuff. You can't. The knob is too big, and like your little pin ends up like hitting the big.
Ever since like,
Uber
last
knob.
year, Marko told me that when I'm like crimping stuff for the kite and stuff, I'm like,
Yeah.
just let it, and I
Let
do
it
a little
cool down.
like, same thing. I do a little.
There were guys down here that told me and Connor, they go, if you do this right with the lighter, you don't even have to crimp it.
Well, that mushroom head would hold in there.
HMN, he said on a long range
you're
trip,
right.
a guy didn't crimp it, he forgot and just left it. He lightered it, left it, caught a 280-pound yellowfin.
With no crimp on
No
it.
crimp on it. It was only the mushroom.
There's a lot of stories of that.
Yeah.
Someone in Dana has told us that, Jake.
That's a good
Of just the mushroom. It just,
Right.
it held it.
Can't come out.
She would do it.
Yeah.
A little pinch you do.
Yeah, that little
That
pinch.
Jake
will-
taught us?
Yeah. Hang on it. But we did the same thing I've always
No,
been
it's not
doing.
gonna
They work out.
So here's our lure rigged up. We've got our 400 pound. It's about 9 feet long on the leader. We've got our stiff rig. Here's the cork. Here's the hook pointed up, which is kind of how we run them for the marlin. There it is. It'll always stay in the right position relative to the lure. That's your corked rig, ready to go, ready for a tournament right there.